My company has implemented AI technology for over 200 other businesses. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you the top 3 customer support tools that we've seen be the most useful across the businesses that we've implemented technology for. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to screen share here. I'm going to walk through every single one of them in depth because most businesses, even if they are using these tools, they're not using them correctly. And I'm going to explain why. First, I'm going to jump right into it. We have Slack. A lot of companies use this for team management. Few companies use this for customer support, and it is extremely powerful. So let me walk you through what happened with us. So our churn was fairly high at one point. And what was going on is that clients were asking for help. They were not getting it fast enough. They didn't feel like they had that communication with us. And so they felt like we didn't care. Okay. Now, what we were doing is we had email. So they could, email our support. Don't mind the handwriting. They could email our support, except that our support team would often not see the emails for a couple of hours. And even if they did, it did not feel personal because it was just like a support email. It didn't really feel like anybody really cared. And so what we then did is we switched from email to Slack, and we created a Slack channel for every single one of our clients as soon as they joined. So when they joined, we'd ask them to fill out this onboarding form, right? And one of the things would be email. And we'd get their email, but not to add them to our support system for the support email. We'd get it to add them to Slack. And we would tell them that. And we tell them you need to have a Slack channel to work with us, or you need to have Slack to work with us. And by the way, Slack offers a 90-day completely free trial for anybody who wants to use them. So if you're working with somebody for the first 90 days, they can use Slack for free. And then after that, you can pay for it or they can pay for it. Now, what this did was that every single one of our clients that has Slack channel with us now had direct communication with all of our support team members. And so they knew on our support team who helped with what, and they could tag those people. They were also speaking to people, not some random support email. And so it felt way more personal. And if they needed something, we saw it instantly because we got a quick notification. And we could also have our whole team in there. So just by adding all of our clients to Slack, we saw our churn rate go significantly down, and our client satisfaction was now what increased. Additionally, we've seen a lot of other companies do this, and every time that they've implemented it, it has worked magic. It's been wonderful because everybody loves to talk to a person and ask a person for help. They don't want to ask some random support email. Okay, so that's number one. Now, I will say that Slack can be a little tough to manage sometimes because when you have a lot of clients and you scale, you'll have so many channels, so many, like just scroll and scroll and scroll. And so you'll need sections with different customer support reps managing different sections of channels. Otherwise, it's going to get completely out of control. And you'll probably need some sort of Slack manager if you're really scaling to hundreds of clients. Now, how can you manage this and make it even easier for yourself? Well, this brings me to my second tool that's extremely powerful. And that tool is Pylon. Pylon allows you to actually connect with Slack. So real quick, let me show you what the Slack website looks like. So right here, where work happens, okay? So right here, we have channels. Each of these is where one of your clients are going to sit. And you can also DM your clients. And you can have a channel for your team, of course. So yeah, these guys are pretty damn big company. Now, Pylon, they do all kinds of support stuff, but the one that really interests me is their Slack support. Pylon just raised 30 something mil. I don't know. They're doing good. So congrats to them. They raised a lot of money. And what they've done is they built a platform that sits on top of Slack and instantly gives people support. Now, the reason this doesn't feel non-personal is because it just does that first level customer service via Slack. Everything else, a human does. And so basically, if somebody says like a really simple question, like, I don't know, where do I cancel my subscription? Pylon can then automatically tell if that was a question that's in its knowledge base, and it can send a message to that person and immediately say, here's how you cancel your subscription, Okay, so that's one thing. Pylon will also give your customer support reps another platform that's easier to manage that allows you to manage the Slack channels. And so your customer support reps can sit on Pylon without even having to go to Slack and scroll through all these endless channels. But your customers can only see one Slack channel, which is the one that they're in, which makes everything super easy. And so when your team goes to Pylon, they're going to be able to see all of the messages that were sent to them today, the urgent messages. It will actually tell you which messages are urgent. It will also tell you which messages are irrelevant. So if somebody says thank you, you don't need to respond to that because you've already helped them. And so it will just read that message automatically so that it can clear that message from your task list. So Pylon basically makes Slack 10 times more powerful. Pylon's great, Slack's great, amazing combo. Now, what this combination is for, basically a digital company. If you have a in-person arm to your company, or you have a brick and mortar and you're still watching this video, then what you need is phone support. And even if you are an e-com company or an agency or something like that, people still often just love to pick up the phone, even if they have a Slack channel. And if something's urgent, they want to make a call. So how do we do that in a scalable way using a tool rather than a whole team? This is where Nova Echo comes in. So Nova Echo is the third tool I want to talk about. Nova Echo is basically an AI-powered customer service and sales tool for phone calls. And so it can make sales calls over the phone at a rate of tens of thousands a day. And it can also take as many customer service calls as you need. And it sounds exactly like a human. So 95% of people, in fact, can't tell that it's an AI. They think it's human when they call it. So that's insane. And based on this, you don't have to worry about your customers thinking it's not personal, because they will actually think it is a person. Now, Nova Echo can book appointments. It can do live transferring. It's great for all of those things, but it's also great for surveys and taking notes, understanding how happy a customer is, because it can automatically see how well that call went, whether it was customer service or sales. It can automatically see if the person who called or was called was happy or not. It can automatically see how successful that call was and take note of everything that person asked. That way it can continue training and become better and better and better. So basically, if you have Nova Echo, your entire phone system is completely automated. And any call that comes in, Nova Echo will just answer and fully take care of. And then you can just listen to call recordings and review calls whenever needed. So it's a really, 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 really efficient system. It's also 80% less expensive than a human team on average. And it can speak in 30 plus languages, and it can speak in 100 plus dialects and accents. So it's very versatile. Now, if you have Slack, you have Pylon, and you have Nova Echo, your support's going to be pretty dialed in. This is not expensive. Slack's not that expensive. Pylon's more, but not that expensive. Nova Echo is probably around the same as Pylon. None of these platforms are too expensive. Your entire customer service team, outside of the humans that you need for Slack, which could be yourself for a very long time, because Pylon can do so much of the work for Slack, and a lot of people end up just calling it anyways. Your entire customer service stack will probably cost you $1,000. If you're a really small company, then you could probably get away with spending like $300 for all of this combined. And if you're a large company, obviously, then you'll need enterprise plans for all of these software. So it might be different, but it's not going to be too much. So hopefully this video helped you, and you're able to see how implementing the right tools can completely change your customer service and business forever. The names of these tools will be in the description down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this and learn how you can use AI to improve your business, then hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.